Number one, LeBron is lying. He does care. His criticism from his teammates is not all that matters. It's the criticism from the public as well. That's number one. Number two, he's being very, very slick with his quote. Now, I ain't knocking him for that. All right, if you slick, you're slick. It's all right. But here's how he's being slick. He's acting as if folks are saying he can't play defense. That is not what people are saying. What people are saying is that you've picked and chosen several occasions where you don't play defense. And when you don't play defense, you then engage in histrionics, being all demonstrative and pointing the finger at other people rather than yourself for things you are culpable for, not others. That's the issue. Nobody's questioning the abilities of LeBron James. We know what he can do, even in his 16th, 17th year in the league. 3-time league champion, 4-time league MVP, 8 straight finals, 9 overall. There is nobody with sense who can question the greatness of LeBron James. What we have been questioning is the will. Because defensively, at times, he doesn't appear to have it. And even that is okay because of the reasons that Max has articulated on several occasions, where you've been in the league this long, and as a result, you know you can afford to take some plays off because you know what your responsibilities are offensively. That's totally understandable. It makes sense. The problem is when you know that an assignment is yours, when you have elected to take plays off, and then in front of thousands of people in attendance and millions of people watching, you are demonstrably pointing the finger at your teammates as if it's on them, not you. It's a problem. And why is it a problem? Because of what Kevin Durant said earlier in the season, playing with him, the expectations that come with it, media members and others fawning all over him. He can do no wrong, so it must be somebody else's fault. Combined with players naturally feeling that way because others have alluded to it as well. As a result, it puts him basically in the position of a bully pulpit to some degree, where you're able to point the finger at other people and there's little to nothing that they can do because they don't have the cachet or the credentials to dare question LeBron James, let alone speak out against him publicly. Kyrie Irving departed from Cleveland, had established himself as a champion at the time, and still couldn't be but so forthcoming about what turned him off. So that is the issue with LeBron James, not his abilities, and for the most part, not even his will. It's just a willingness to point the finger at other people publicly. That is what this is about. Not what he's trying to make it about, people questioning his ability, because nobody with sense would question his ability.
But that's the trade-off you make as you become an aging superstar still capable of winning championships. One of the reasons I think Michael Jordan walked away and then walked away again is because Jordan played 82 games a season, 40 minutes a game, through the playoffs, both ends of the floor, every play, right? That's because he's the greatest ever and he was superhuman. But even he had to be like, whoa, I need a break, and then eventually walked away before he came back for the Wizards. Doesn't even count because he was spent. But guys like Kobe, well, LeBron first, but Kobe before him, who just play season after season after season after season, have to pace themselves. You simply can't play every game 40 minutes a game, both ends of the floor, and still be a great player without your body falling apart, and still be a great player given the number of minutes LeBron James has on those legs, the miles LeBron James has on those legs already. So one of the issues, Kobe faced it too. As you age, is you can no longer lead by example on defense when your team needs you offensively. You have to take plays off, and yet you still have to lead, and that doesn't rub everyone the right way. So Kobe had meta, right? In that second run, he had meta. So Ron Artest back then, meta world peace. So that dude is going to play defense on every play, and he can be the enforcer, and he can be the kind of captain of the defense. In fact, when Kobe got Dwight Howard over in L.A., and it was kind of a disaster, but going into it, Dwight Howard wanted to be the focal point of the offense. It wasn't working. And Kobe had to tell him, look, you're just not that kind of offensive player. But you know what? At this point in my career, I can't be that kind of defensive player. I'm the captain of the offense. You're the captain of the defense. The problem with LeBron is, who's the captain of the defense? If he had a Draymond Green on the team, Stephen A., this would work much better. He simply doesn't. Who is that guy on the Lakers to take that responsibility? A veteran with the energy and the kind of authority and leadership to do it doesn't exist. So the young kids are looking at LeBron like, yo, don't point at me. You're not doing it either. And this is, it happened to Kobe too. It happens at this stage in their careers. That's why the Lakers must have that kind of guy on the team. They simply don't right now.
Yeah, Max, you're absolutely right. But that's not the point. The point is what LeBron is saying is he's talking as if people are questioning his defensive ability. 5-time all-first-team defensive player in his career. We know that he has the ability to lock somebody down at key pivotal moments of a game. I saw him do it the other night against New Orleans. We know what he can bring to the table. He's the one that had to go about the business of guarding Julius Randle because Julius Randle was busy bullying everybody else on the Lakers in his path. And to some degree, on a couple of plays, he bullied LeBron. So this is a guy that I would have liked to have still seen on the Los Angeles Lakers because I like the fire in his belly, which I think some of those other dudes are lacking. Having said all of that, the problem with LeBron as it pertains to the Lakers is really the same problem that has plagued LeBron James in the eyes of critics throughout his career. It's no one questioning his ability. This is what I mean when I say he's trying to change the narrative. No one questions his ability. We know what he can do. The problem is that on rare occasions, when he's not willing to do it, he points the finger at somebody else. And there's no recourse for them. They can't come back at LeBron James.
That's right.
What are they going to say to him? So they got to eat it.
What they can do is play defense.
We know why, because they're inferior to him. Wait a minute, Max. But this is my point. It doesn't matter. If I'm superior to you, but you have a responsibility and I have a responsibility, and I ignore my responsibility and then I put it on you, even though I might be in an authoritative position, I am wrong, Max.